Hi everyone, you're once more welcome again to my channel, and this time around we'll be looking at the long run equilibrium in the perfect competition. The long run equilibrium is a period of time in the perfect competition where all firms are realizing normal profit. Another name for normal profit is equally known as just breaking even, where the firm is just breaking even. That is the situation where or how the firm will be found in the long run in the perfect competition. In the long run, there is no abnormal profit like it was the case in the short run in perfect competition. All firms will only realize normal profit. You can be asking yourself why. The reason is because the abnormal profit in the short run attracted a lot of firms, attracted a lot of business-minded people, entrepreneurs who now saw the profit and they loved it, and then know how to enter into the market and then removed all the profit that was made or realized by the single firm in the short run. You need to remember that firms can easily enter into the market and go out of the market. Like we said in one of the characteristics before, there is entry and exit of the firm will just be breaking even in the long run. Also because the firm always takes the price from what is happening in the market. That is of course what we said in the characteristics, that each firm is a price taker. Now let's move ahead. When a firm is making or breaking even in the long run, the firm average cost, remember the demand curve of a firm in the perfect competition is perfectly elastic, and the demand curve of every firm is always the average revenue of the firm. That's what we have AR here, which is equals to marginal revenue. That's when we are in the perfect competition, because in other markets average revenue and marginal revenue are not the same, and which is equally the demand curve. Reason why you are going to see AR equals to MRO equals to D there stands for the demand curve. A firm in the perfect competition will always be producing where MR is equals to MC. So what the other curve we need here is the MC curve. The MC curve is always a U-shaped curve. So we come and then we draw our MC. Perfect. We draw our MC. That's perfect. Now the next thing we need to look at is where MC and MR coincide. This is where they coincide or where they meet. So here we say this is our equilibrium output, because we have our equilibrium output where the MC curve and the M arrow they meet. In this our own situation, the M arrow and the A arrow, they are the same thing because we are still under the market or the perfect competition. Now, whenever a firm is breaking even in the long run, average revenue will just be equals to average cost. How is the average cost drawn? It is equally a U-shape. But as we all know, with the cost concept, average cost will always be meeting with with marginal cost when average cost is lowest. So this is what we mean. When average cost is lowest. Good. When average cost is lowest, so we'll say average cost. Whenever average cost meets with marginal cost, average cost must always be lowest before they meet what we call the optimum technical point. But that's not where we're interested right now. What we are interested in is what shows that we are now in the long run. What proves here is that AC, which is the average cost, is now equals to AR. This is where you say the firm is just breaking even in the long run, where AC, which is the average cost, is directly equals to AR. As you can see, the average cost slopes as it is sloping down, it is directly equals to the average revenue curve. In the short run situation, the average cost was below the average revenue curve, implying that the firm was realizing abnormal profit. But in this situation, average cost is equals to average revenue. Another way you can say is that we have total revenue equals to total cost. This is the entire portion of the total revenue. Let's say this is A because MC met or has met with MR. So we say this portion can be A. So this entire portion, O, P, A, Q, 0. Let me put it this way. Where should I put it? O, P, A, Q is considered to be total revenue and at the same time total cost. So total revenue is directly equals to total cost. That is what the firm is realizing in the long run. That is a firm in the perfect competition. No way will they be able to be making abnormal profit because of the intervention of other firms, because so many other firms have come into play. So this is the diagram of a firm realizing abnormal profit in the long run. We were looking at the long run equilibrium. This is the diagram, complete diagram of the long run equilibrium of firm in the long run. Whenever you have every other thing on the y and the x axis. On the y axis we have the cost and the revenue situation, because this axis shows us the cost and the revenue situation. Reason why you have C/R, and then on the x axis we have the quantity. So we were looking at the long run situation in the perfect competition. If you want to know when the firm should be closing down in the perfect competition, don't miss the next video. I have been the Economics.